I was freaking out at first. I'm like, ah, fuck, I just totaled this car. Alright guys, what is going on? It's Victorium. Welcome back to another video, and I just want to say before I start this video off, thank you guys so much for 1,000 views on my very first Camaro video that I posted for you guys. Clearly you guys are enjoying it, and if you guys subscribed because you saw that video, thank you very much. I do greatly appreciate it. Stick around because this video is probably going to be really stupid. You're probably going to laugh at me, but it is what it is. For those of you that don't know, I'm 19 years old. I have had one or two Camaros now, and for some weird reason I have some funny stories to tell, so that's why I am making this video. The first situation that happened was when my girlfriend, her sister, and their cousin were all in the vehicle with me. This is in the back when the Camaro was gray. We were going off the interstate, and I just started learning how to do this thing called drifting. You can already tell where this is gonna end. So drifting is something that I've been trying to do for a while. I think that I know how to do it, although I'm pretty trash at it because the vehicle only has 170 whopping horsepower. And so sending it is a little bit hard to do, and by sending it I mean drift it. It's a little bit harder to do on dry conditions. So we're, heading out. I forgot exactly where we were going. I think we're headed to like Circle K or something to go grab some drinks. And I had this feeling where I should drift this corner before I go onto the interstate. And so there I am coming up, to get onto the interstate. And I punch it. I'm going, I think, 50 miles an hour. I slow down to 40. And I'm like, at the speed I'm going, I could probably lose traction and drift this corner. Notice how I said probably. So I attempt to drift the corner. All is going well. And then all of a sudden, I start losing control of the vehicle. And basically, I slam into... There's kind of a curb. It's like slanted. It's not like a pointed edge kind of curve. It's slanted a little bit. So as I'm drifting, I hit this curb and the vehicle gets launched into the air. And I don't know how high up exactly we went, but I drifted the corner, hit the curb. The vehicle was in mid-air for a good few seconds, and we finally landed. We all got thrown around, and we landed pretty close to the fence. There's a little fence that stops people from getting onto that point of the interstate. Landed in the rocks. We were probably a foot or two away from the fence, and I was freaking out at first. I'm like, ah, fuck, I just totaled this car. And surprisingly I didn't, thank God, but I drove off. I looked around, there's a bunch of cars just staring at me, and I'm like, ah, shit, it's okay, they're not going to recognize the car, so they won't ever know it was me. I punch it, and I'm going back on the interstate, and then there's the steering wheel wobbling really, really bad. And I was like, okay, I just broke maybe a tie rod, maybe I knocked one of the wheels loose or something from the collision. And pull over on the side of the interstate, look, and everything looks just fine. And I just want to know, when I first got out of the vehicle, it was really, really hard to open my door. And it's a unibody Camaro, so it's not really a frame, so it will twist super easy. And I think I twisted it a little bit when I hit that curb, and haven't had any issues ever since. But in that one particular moment, it was really hard to open the door. I kind of had to hit it a little bit. But yeah, haven't really drifted too much at high speeds like that again. Main thing that I do now is just I do some donuts, and I drift little areas going like 10 miles an hour. And if I see dirt, I'm definitely doing it because that's the easiest way to lose traction. But yeah, I felt really stupid. I felt so bad because my girlfriend, it's technically my girlfriend's car, so she was in the passenger seat. She was freaking out like, oh my God, you just broke my car. And it's like, no, I didn't know. You're still driving. It's good. So it happens. I'm kind of an idiot. I'm 19 years old. I'm still learning. Okay, so I know not to do that again. And Camaro's still driving to this day. So we're good. We're good. Another story that I kind of want to tell, and this is absolutely stupid. I should have never done this, but it is what it is, and it will definitely be interesting on telling this one. So, I just recently started, and I say recently, like in the last month, I started learning how to do this thing, where basically as I'm driving, I can go like 30, really any speed. As I'm driving, I realize that I can kick the vehicle into overdrive and then neutral, rev it, and then go back into drive. So 4-speed transmission, park, reverse, neutral, overdrive, drive. Notice how from drive to neutral, there is no reverse. So I can shift into it pretty easily, not have any issues. For those of you that have a 3-speed transmission, it's park, reverse, neutral, drive. So for you, it's even easier. But as I was driving, I just got done picking up my girlfriend from her work, and we're headed to, I think, O'Reilly's or Wells Fargo or something like that. Wells Fargo. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. But as we're driving, we were passing her mom, and she starts telling me, she's like, babe, rev it. And I'm like, okay, the vehicle's kind of loud. When I rev it, it sounds really good, as you guys can tell from a few minutes ago. And my girlfriend's bumping me. She's like, rev it. And a few days before this, we just got done painting the vehicle. So, I'm like definitely trying to baby the thing. I just want to know, before I did rev it, it's a pretty good stretch street. It's a long street. Continues for miles. And typically when I'm on it, I put the vehicle in overdrive. So we get to the roundabout, and girlfriend's bumping me. She's like, rev it. And so I do. So I go, all right, cool. I did not know this. I was in overdrive. But I'm like, all right, cool. 1, 2. I just want to know, what I did when I was in overdrive is I put it in neutral, the gear that I was trying to get to, and then I put it in reverse, going 30 miles an hour. So you can imagine how that went. I heard tires screeching. The vehicle completely shut off on me. I felt like I blew something up because I felt a pretty good pop, but I'm pretty sure that was just from me putting the vehicle in reverse while I was going 30 miles an hour. I lost my power steering because the motor shut off. I didn't realize that at first, but because I was panicking. But yeah. Meanwhile, my girlfriend's mom drives past us and then slows down and pulls off to the side of the road. I don't even want to know what she was thinking. Like, oh, this idiot probably just totaled the car. So pull over on the side of the road. I get out. I pop the hood. I see a little bit of smoke, but I smell some smoke, I'm gonna say. But I think that was just from the rear tires coming to a screeching halt. Pull off on the side of the road, and I look around, and I don't see anything bad. No transmission fluids dumping. No, nothing's horrible. And get back in the vehicle and try to start it, and no issues. It started right up, fired right up, and we're like, all right, cool, all set to go. Thank you. Have a good one. And we go our separate ways. And I'm telling my girlfriend, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was in overdrive. I completely spaced that. And it was funny just because I completely spaced what gear I was in, and I should have been paying more attention to that, but I didn't. So yeah, if you ever get this weird feeling to rev it like I did, make sure that you're in drive and make sure that you go to neutral, because I didn't really quite look at that. I thought I knew what gear I was in. I did not. So yeah, I did that recently. That was probably like 2 months ago, and I felt really stupid. Don't do it. Do not recommend it. For some people, their vehicle won't even shut off. You'll just blow the transmission. I do not recommend that. Fortunately, my vehicle has a computer, and the computer sensed what I had done, so it shut everything off before I caused any real damage. Super scary. I was afraid that I would have to tow the car home. I'm really glad that I didn't have to, but yeah, super scary. Don't recommend doing it. So that's just some stories that I have. If you guys want to hear any more, by all means, let me know. Also, if you have any ideas of what I should do when it comes to the Camaro, what videos you guys want to see, let me know. I will definitely make it happen. Thank you guys so much for all the feedback on my last few videos. I greatly appreciate it. Again, 1,000 views. I posted that video a month ago. 1,000 views. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. I never thought that it would get that many views, and y'all are absolutely killing it. If you haven't already, go drop a like on that video. I'll leave a little link to it down in the description. Thank you guys so much for all the feedback. And yes, I am seeing what some of you guys are saying, and I am taking it into consideration. So thank you very much, guys, for all of the input. Anyways, it's Victorium. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.